Hi, Kenley, it's Sean Laney. Just want to thank you for utilizing the Replay app as a way to connect us with virtual coaching. I reviewed these swings that you've uploaded and a couple things that really point out so we can get you into a better state of setting up and addressing a golf shot, and then most importantly, learning how to minimize some of the mishits that you potentially experience. I'm going to start off with a longer golf club because I'm looking at this face-on view, and these camera angles are a little challenging to look at because they're almost like kind of across the line. So in the future, if we film directly through your hands or we directly face the camera towards your body, that's going to be a really, really good way to kind of capture a couple things that we'll look at. But I'm going to kind of focus in on this first video here, and we'll take this first video, which is video number 2 actually, and get this. So I'm going to take this video back to what we'll consider the very beginning. And one thing that I want you to consider right here is your left arm is almost what I would call in hyperextension. So at address, you basically have your left arm on the golf club, and left arm is actually going slightly out to the right and then down. So I'm going to call that hyperextension. So the one thing that I'm going to have you do is elevate the golf club so the golf club is at your eye level, and then take this left arm and soften the left arm so you can feel like the left arm is quite soft and it's quite bent. I'd rather have tension-free, less rigidness, less tension in your hand, in your wrist, in your arm. I think that's going to go a long way in terms of how you actually walk in and how you set to a golf ball. So I've drawn a couple lines on the left arm, okay, so you can see it on your screen. And I'm going to change colors now, and we're going to look to get this left arm to be on the green lines, if you will. So you'll notice there's just a little bit different look. So we went from that look to this look. And the way that you're going to have to get there, Kenley, is position the club out in front of you at your eye level, and then softly bend the left elbow so it points slightly outward versus pointing inward towards your body. So if we can kind of set the tone for some relaxation, then the best thing that we can do is we can acquire the ability, when you lower the golf club and present the golf club next to the ball, you can actually allow yourself to feel some slight tilt, right? So you'll notice my right hand now comes off the golf club, and it actually is going to be able to tickle the right side of my knee. And all that does, it ensures that I'm positioning my body into slight tilt, but I'm allowing my body to feel like I'm actually physically behind the golf ball. So if I'm hitting a golf shot, I'm going to go ahead and start with the club at my eye level, softly bend my left arm, lower the golf club down, set my feet, tickle my knee, and then go ahead and make a swing. And I think what that really does, I know that happens in a very fast pattern, but what it actually physically does, it allows the club to travel down at the bottom of the swing, and it allows the club to travel more level at the bottom of the swing, which will leave you having way more success hitting your full shots. So when you tickle that right knee, let's get out of here, and let's use a red line, but if you get this left arm looking a little bit different, we're going to basically be able to get your body to tilt a little bit. So that yellow line should be your spine section. And all we're going to do is we're going to set you up for success so that you're behind the golf ball. So that yellow line that's drawn from the back of the golf ball, when the left arm is slightly soft and we tickle the right knee, notice the direction that I'm moving. So I'm moving to get slightly behind the golf ball. So all that really does, it allows me to accomplish getting the hand, the wrist, the arm, on the golf club in a slightly softer, more relaxed fashion. And then I can actually forward bend, and I can add or check into a little bit of my side bend. So it's a little bit of tilt to my right, and I'm going to reference the right hand so it gets into that tickle reminder. So your right hand's off the club and can tap or tickle on that right knee. Now you're behind the golf ball. Now you can go ahead and make that good golf swing that you bring to the table. If we look at your golf swing from a couple of these different vantage points, so basically as we watch the golf club as it's traveling back and it's traveling down and it's traveling through, we see some pretty good coordination with your hands, wrists, arms, as well as your body. But I'm going to take this back to what I would call a mid-back swing position. Excuse me. And putting you in a position where the golf club at this stage of the game, the ultimate benefit behind everything that we're talking about, when you get a golf club that is halfway back, you should feel like your arms have some softness to them once again. Now your body can turn to whatever maximum amount of torso and rib cage turn that you can bring to the table. Then from there you can go ahead and you can return the club down like we were discussing earlier to the golf ball, making contact with the golf ball and swinging to your finish. And we'll notice how you swing to your finish. Again, pretty good coordination there. And again, that was practice swing. So we'll kind of realize and recognize the practice swings more or less set the tone for how you make a swing, but we notice the priority is getting you to feel softer, more relaxed, less tension driven left arm conditions, more body tilt, and then ultimately more coordination and control of your golf club. So definitely take into consideration these points. If you have questions, let me know, but ultimately the Replay app is kind of scratching the surface today to help you with some of the fundamentals to set up to a golf ball more effectively. Certainly if you have questions, reach out to me, utilize me as a resource, but I think if you can set up to a golf ball better, you're going to be on the right track to striking the golf ball with more predictability and more repeatability. So I want to just thank you again for utilizing the Replay app. Look forward to hearing some good success stories. Hopefully soon you'll be able to get out there. Looks like you're in somewhere tropical. Looks a lot warmer than the Pacific Northwest. Again, thank you, and we'll talk to you real soon.